So you're growing a tiny human. Congratulations! At Primera Blue Cross, we're in your corner with the maternity support.
If I can push all the right buttons, you should be able to hear me, and you can see the alpha spawn hanging out in the background here trying to be creepy. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing this evening? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Yes, I am in fact growing a tiny human out of my head. Are you just going to stand there this whole time?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, you're going to get, your legs are going to get tired.
I can pull a seat out here.
Hello, Suze. Hello, Sid and Alpha Spawn.
Call me Mad Kitty 11. How about that? That's much more easier.
All right, so we're going to continue where we left off with our Dragon's Edge. Yes, there is a tiny human.
Hey, look, a tiny human. Smart kid. The Alpha Amy is
The
here.
Alpha Army.
Alpha Army.
Very small army
I
if there's
thought
only 32 people. But if they're well experienced, they can defeat an army of 1,000.
For a second, I saw it said the Alpha Amy is here.
The Alpha Amy is here. No, it's not the Alpha Amy. Who's Amy? I don't even know an Amy.
Amy from Doctor Who.
Love your vids, Sid. Keep them up. I fully intend to. Thank you for saying so. I appreciate it.
You should. I said, yes, he does.
Are you just going to stand here the whole time?
Maybe.
Maybe. Weren't you watching Jesse Cox or something?
Maybe.
Maybe. Trying to kill you through lack of sleep. That is basically the intent. I want to keep everyone awake for as long as humanly possible.
Just like
Luke Sheard, exactly. It is not the size of the army.
34.
Yes, I'm. Play Call of Duty? No. Does Alpha spawn like Fenris? Say no.
What if I want to say yes?
Well, you can say yes if you want to.
I'll be honest, yes.
She does. No taste.
I have no standards.
At least she admits it.
Because I know it's true. I'm at the point where I got work in 6 hours.
Well then, go to sleep.
Alpha spawn
These
1.
streets should be safe at
Sid
night.
0.
Care to help out with that?
Better at times. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. My stream is being invaded by a smallish person. Let's see. We came here. I was doing something. I was questing. That's what I was doing. That's right. We were going to be going this way. Did you just go get a chair?
Yes. Jesus, the game sounded a bit loud compared to your voices.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We can churn it down a little bit then.
Ooh, we got 40 people here.
There we go. Yes, we do. I completely missed what I was doing.
Skyrim is better with at least 200 mods installed. Yes, it is.
This is not a trap at all. Oh, wait, it's a trap.
I wish my dad was this cool. He doesn't computer.
He doesn't computer.
Wait, hi, sweetie. How are you? Hello.
Let's see.
My dad hardly knows how to work his TV sometimes. You should probably teach him.
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my
My granddad.
See, Varric is right. That is just rude.
My granddad is into computers.
It's a trap.
Impression. It's a trap.
Have I played Dragon Age 3? I'm guessing you mean Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't consider it Dragon Age 3.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Yes, I have. I have it, actually. I was
played
downloading
little
it to be able
anyone-
to play it a bit later on.
I heard they can't
I played a little.
without hands.
And Spawn has played a little.
Just call me Mackie 11, okay?
Spawn.
No, Mackie 11. Please.
Ow.
Say something else, like what?
Does Inquisition's PC release still have the de novo? I honestly have no idea. I haven't bothered checking.
I call my son the Spawn. I also call him Willy Stupid autocorrect. I know the autocorrect can be lame sometimes.
Yeah, the Dragon Age games do tend to have different play styles. I'm not quite sure why. Different design team probably for the third one.
And find out who she was.
They're all supposed to be refinements upon refinements.
Watch where you step. We're good to go.
Oh, the name of the enchantment guy?
What's
Sandal. It's Sandal.
Sandal?
Mm-hmm. Silent Tremor, welcome back to yourself. Sandal. Enchantment. Enchantment.
Yes, Sandal, thank you. You're welcome.
Let's see. Oh, more traps.
Easy as pie.
Good job, Varric. Way to let me know about those traps. My favorite romance choice in Dragon Age 2. Uh, 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2 I'm gonna have to go with Lady Pirate.
Who's the lady pirate?
You'll see.
Okay.
Live podcast, any gameplay stream. I mean, the juggle, there isn't going to be too much of a juggle there. I decided I'm going to start streaming on weekends, but I'll continue with regular content on the weekdays. At least if streams continue the way they have been. The viewership is a little bit light right now, but it's Sunday evening, so, you know, what can you expect?
Is this what SidAlpha looks like? Yes.
Yes, this is what he looks like. This is not a fake. I am not the person from the evil alternate dimension or anything like that. I am the real SidAlpha. Thank you, Vincent. I appreciate that.
Just so you're the only one that likes Fenris. No, he's not. I like him too. He's not
There are two people that like Fenris. But they're like the only two people in the world.
Hey.
Most hilarious games industry fiasco, in my opinion. Most hilarious.
Well, I don't know what it is.
I think the whole Alex Maurer situation is probably the most hilarious, just from the utter sheer ridiculousness of it all.
Fenris is fine. Yes, he is.
The Council of Sids. All right.
No, the Council of Alphas.
I mean, oh, actually, the most hilarious thing in the gaming is that happened back when Epic Games was sued, and their counter lawsuit forced the other company to destroy all copies of their games. I thought that was hilarious. They sued Epic Games over copyright, and then Epic Games just wiped the floor with them. It was so good. Sid's is already taken in. Yeah, that would... let's not confuse those two. That would be bad. What game was that over? I honestly can't even remember. I'd have to go look it up.
Here, respecting the Council of Omegas. Is that it? Is that what
I'm
it
here
says?
representing the Council of Omegas.
Let's finish this.
Stream it again and at 1 a.m. for you. Oh, that's why the viewership's so low. Europe is asleep. No, I just decided I felt like streaming some more.
He's doing it for the money.
No, the game isn't lagging. I keep pausing it during the middle of combat.
So don't worry.
It's not lagging. That's actual gameplay. It's fine.
So yeah, your computer's fine, our computer's fine, everything's fine.
Favorite anime series from the fall anime season? I don't know.
He hasn't seen any anime.
I haven't seen any.
And neither have I. We don't have animes in Idaho.
No, it's not a slow-mo button, actually. I'm using mouse and keyboard, of course, because this is PC. Come on, let's get with the times. And this is actually a pause, not a slowdown.
Is the last part in this one.
Does Andrew Watt left me alone today? Well, he did issue that privacy complaint on all 4 of the videos last night. But that's going to accomplish absolutely nothing, so I really don't care.
No, I do not have my own channel yet.
Not yet.
Still
We're working on it.
You'll post on Twitch or Facebook, wherever, about my channel when it's finally out.
Twitter and Facebook, yeah.
Two Human and X-Men Destiny were destroyed. Were they?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, they were. Watt's feeble attempts. Yeah, he's probably is. I know I have been. So, Torlak, hello again. Yes, I'm back. I'm just a glutton for punishment.
Your spawn wants one too?
Um,
What, a channel too?
Probably.
Huh?
Yeah, it is kind of sad, to be honest. Yeah, I hate to see it happen.
Sid, why do all the people that come for you seem to have no self-awareness?
Because the only ones that actually do bad things are either selfish, self-centered, or dumb.
Dad, what is Chef Alpha's next creation be?
Chef Alpha's next creation?
Is that thing in your channel now?
Oh, you're talking about the food that I post on Twitter sometimes? I don't know.
Minecraft. Do you mean make videos of Minecraft? I think that's what you mean. Post Minecraft, I don't know.
Yeah, he wants to post Minecraft videos.
Cooking with Sid, next channel show?
No, I'm not gonna do a cooking with Sid.
Piece of cake.
No. No.
Lauren said bye-bye, so I said bye.
Don't know what happened there. For some reason, my OBS just decided I'm going to stop now. I guess it just wanted to just be done for the night.
I hope Lauren heard me say goodbye.
I'm sure it's fine. We can let her know. So, yeah, sorry about that, folks. Minor technical difficulties by way of the program is dumb.
We rushed off to do the cooking with Sid.
Yeah, we did it. We did a quick side cooking with Sid episode, just real quick there. That's what that interruption was. It was a privated stream, though, so no one could see it.
Yeah, it was really quick.
Tasty, though. Very tasty.
Mwah. Oh, okay, so you're back now, Lauren. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Stay still and try not to make any
I'm talking to you, I was talking to
Well,
Lauren.
thanks for telling me that after I set the trap off, Varric. You're a good friend.
She's probably checking the floor.
Yeah, OBS took an arrow to the knee.
You must be the best cook to do something that quickly. Yes.
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm just legit that good.
You made coffee? Good for you. Yes, Farron.
Let's see. Good, we're still stable. Okay, we're stable. Has me concerned every time I start this thing. Is the frame rate, or is the upload going to tank? Greetings from Germany. Well, greetings back from America.
Alpha food is where it's at, and Sid's a master at it. Clap for you. Sid, what's your favorite RTS game?
My favorite RTS is StarCraft 2.
Why, look here, boys. Volunteers. Clap 'em in
Are you a
irons and let's
fellow
see what the
British Meadow?
Tevinters will pay for 'em.
Mellow Online is one of the people in here.
Answer my questions, and I won't trouble you about this little operation.
You die now, there won't be any
You
trouble
don't
at
drink
all.
tea though? Neither
Shut
do I.
this bitch up.
Greetings from Brazil. So cute.
Why were you playing the Technomancer? Yeah, exactly. You should not be playing the Technomancer. It's a terrible game. It's just not good.
Well, that drinks tea a lot. Does that mean he's British?
It's possible. The Technomancer is banned. It is practically heresy.
There's got to be something here that shows where he shipped Fainreal.
Walk into enemy camp and summon volcano.
Looks like they took him to some bolt hole in the Wounded Coast. I wonder if that's near the Injured Cliffs. Or the Limping Hills. Massive Head Trauma Bay.
Massive Head Trauma Bay.
Just me? Forget I said
Dan loves
anything.
it.
Forget I said anything. Yeah, the early press releases did make Technomancer seem interesting, but yeah, no, it was not good.
We got
Not at all.
53 people here.
How's Dragon Age 2 compared to Dragon Age Origins? Origins is obviously better.
So, nails in the throat for 5 years.
Yes, WoW is releasing a classic server. That is correct. That's not a rumor. 'Tis fact. 'Tis happening.
Sometimes I say Hoiser and Bud too much. I say, like, two different words.
Hoser and
a lot
Buddy.
too.
She's Canadian.
Hi, Canada.
Oh. Oh, Canada.
We're one of Canada's neighbors. I didn't know you can get trophies.
Do you guys feel the same about Canada as we Brits feel about France? I honestly have no idea. I don't know how the Brits feel about France.
Neither do I, so...
Most Americans tend to think of Canada as a loft apartment over a really great house party.
All the Canada hate. Brits hate France. Brits hate
It's true. Wolverine is from Canada. That's the thing.
What? I love France.
See, but the thing is, we don't hate Canada. Nobody hates Canada. They can't. Canada's too nice.
Some Americans just likes to mess with Canada.
Canada's like America's little cousin that they love to pick on, but they'll still stick up for when it comes right down to it.
Yeah. We're like the older cousin that gets drunk all the time.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I can't drink yet because I'm young. And neither can you because you're raising me.
This is true.
Canada is a home for everyone's girlfriend, Lamau. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. She's in Canada.
Oh god, wait. That's true.
Oh wait, that's true. As a Canadian, I felt compelled to say that I'm sorry you hate Canada. You don't have to be sorry. We don't hate you. Canada, we just like to make fun of it sometimes.
Yeah, them and their free healthcare. God, they're such terrible people.
Going south, what will happen to my healthcare?
It's okay because we have Obamacare. It's so good.
We love our Obamacare. Healthcare and in the UK is Burger ATM. I want some of that free healthcare. Free. All taxpayers pay for it, so it's not free.
It's free. It's free light.
Sorry, I can't read it, Lauren. I'm apparently bad at
Burgered,
English.
buggered.
Buggered. Well, sorry, I can't read yet. I'm still going to school.
You can read.
No, I
Not
can't.
likely. You want me to do what? I don't think so.
Who said I can? That's why I'm still going to school. I need to learn how to read.
Take one more step and the boy dies.
Threatening a boy's life? Why would you? He's an innocent man.
Tell this dirtbag who we are.
If I were you, I wouldn't be threatening the Viscount's son.
What?
Oh, I suppose you just got a tip from a slaver that he was selling mage flesh cheap. You never thought to ask where he got it? You never wondered if you were buying the Viscount's well-known love child from his elven mistress. The boy he swore to protect, even if it meant raising the entire Free Marches?
You tell him
I
very.
seek no war with the free marches. Take the lad to his father.
Oh, that's quite a generous offer.
This was the price set on the boy. Please accept it as an offer of peace.
Who are you? Are you working for the Templars?
Your mother sent me.
hardly a difference.
Ah, yes, healthcare loot boxes.
My whole life it was all
Healthcare
love
loot
you and
boxes?
protect you.
Guaranteed to get something, so it's not gambling.
After the Templars.
Not gambling.
Where if you get an epic, your life is saved. But
You get trash, you'll get an injury.
I'm here to help you, Fainir.
Why? You don't even know me.
Yeah.
won a new hip and it got flames on it. Nice. See, mine is I have a Pepe hip.
Pepe hip?
I've spent my whole life protecting my sister from exactly
Can
what
I
you
get my
feared.
doctor to
Would-
Cthulhu's?
Is getting legendary or
any
mythic
chance you'd
extend
help
your
me wage
life.
the day?
Only
where
certain
I was
ones,
trying to
but
go.
they have to be
See if they
purchased
take
with
me
a
in.
special
I would
in-game
like to
currency.
Danish as human.
I don't know. You have to ask them if they
You
want
don't
it,
whittle down
sir.
those ears. They're apt to shoot you on
Yeah,
sight.
Jesse, you're probably
I'd
gonna have
rather
to
be
ask them
killed by the
first
Dalish than
before you give them
turned
the
tranquil by Templars.
Cthulhu skin.
Look, I know it's different in other kingdoms, but here, no one helps circle mages. Anything the Templars don't like, you get the brand. The Dalish, they've had magic forever. They could teach me. I won't be a danger, I swear.
If there is another place he can harness his gifts, I cannot blame him.
SidAlpha for Congress. Why in the hell would I want to run for Congress? That sounds like a terrible, terrible idea. Oh, yes, you need to buy keys to unlock each loot box. Of course.
Sorry, friend, but it's time to get familiar with the gallows.
I cannot hope to fight you. Fine. Go and get your blood money. Tell my mother she won. But she'll be the only one I don't miss when they lock me away.
Whatever their differences, his mother deserves to know he's alive.
Congress when you con people out of their money? Well, maybe. Band-Aid to free neurosurgery. Nice.
Oh, some people left.
You know, I could do an entire series on shady developers, but to do something like that, it would take an army of researchers and a lot of money, and the production, that would be a huge pain. Plus, you know, you wouldn't get as much of the charm that is me, you know.
The charm that is
The charm that is me.
Yes, because you're the American Total Biscuit. Same charm as Total Biscuit, but you're American. That's the only difference. Yes.
Stop.
Stop what?
You just stop or go to your room. Okay.
It gets quiet sometimes.
Huh?
It just gets quiet
I know.
sometimes. Trying to humor.
Go after EA said work the body. I mean, it's kind of... The thing is with the AAA companies, they just make it way too easy. And I do prefer at least a little bit of a challenge. Yes, God forbid you express your own opinion. That's not allowed in this day and age. No, I wouldn't say going after EA is like kicking puppies. It's more like, what's the old phrase, shooting fish in a barrel? Was there ever a time when EA were good? Yes, but that was a long time ago. The long ago. Collaborate with Jim Sterling. See, everyone keeps on asking me to collaborate with Jim, and it's not up to me. It's up to Jim. You know, I would be totally fine with it, obviously, but, you know, he's busy and he's doing his own thing, and I don't think he has much of a desire to do a collaboration.
May I add? You should probably ask Jim instead of my dad. See what Jim thinks.
Something of yours, sir.
A strange turn. Thank you.
Full timeline of EA's fall from grace? Oh god, that would take so long. I'm not sure I want to.
You like to sell junk a lot, Dad.
What's that?
Told you so.
You like to sell junk a lot, don't you?
Well, yeah, I have to get rid of it out of my backpack. Would that mean EA needed to have grace? Yes, it would. An end of year special. That would be more.
It really wasn't your fault, you know.
Maybe it's just you that's cursed, my love.
Let's see, where is the nearest save? Nearest exit is actually northward.
We can get more, hun.
It's just a matter of time. You're saying that like it hasn't happened already. I mean, the AAA companies have already turned to the dark side. They're already about as greedy as they can possibly get.
You dropped again. You coming back? We're back.
Huh. That was really weird. I don't think YouTube is accustomed to me streaming this much. I think I'm making it freak out.
I think he's like, oh, you finally started to stream. Well, we're starting to freak out. That was weird.
Keywords for gone and back. Yes, technically speaking, the base game costs $60 in the US.
Well, he
No
won't
one pays
kill
$60
us,
though.
but your boy is at the circle.
He may never forgive me for sending him there, but I'd rather him alive and furious than dead and buried. As I said, I have little money, but this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.
I'll have to speak with him soon. Thank you.
Remember when we paid $60? No.
I remember.
This city
Yeah, I
is
remember.
amazing.
Hey,
Do you
remember?
know I saw someone get mugged? Right outside. It was fascinating. Everything happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
Someone has jumped outside your door, and that's exciting?
It must be the alien age greeting. Hasn't happened to me yet, though. They must not like me. It's so busy.
No,
here,
Meryl,
so
nobody
things
likes you.
Just get lost.
Think of it like a game. You can pick up all the things people drop and overlook. Maybe count them.
I think they mostly drop garbage. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
Which spike in game prices? When it went from 50 to 60, or when they started bilking everyone for all they were worth?
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
No.
He didn't do his best to try and read it first.
Hey, Dad. You should probably check out the gallows. Hey, he listened to me.
Thank you for bringing Fainriel to the Circle. He is resentful still.
Yeah, I paid maximum price for Andromeda, and I have a lot of regrets.
I found this. It was addressed to you. It seems to be from your daughter.
My daughter? Then you know what she is. How she died. When I traced her to that warehouse, I should have forced her into the Circle. My own weakness in the face of her pleas is what destroyed her. It is why I urged Ariani not to give in when Fainriel wished to hide. If only I had been so strong for Olivia.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about the Templars finding out anymore.
Thank you. She is at peace now.
Now, are we starting fights in the chat again?
Well, her ashes are still warm.
I just tried delirium. It made me feel
Boy. Can you please do not fight?
They're joke fighting, honey.
Don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. Someone said fight, fight, fight.
Did I buy No Man's Sky on launch? I did, unfortunately. And I was in the process of moving at the time, so I didn't even I still have never installed it, loaded it up, or played it.
A good question. Did you finally figure out being free and poor in Kirkwall ain't worth a rat's spit?
You had an offer for me.
You mean you're not too good for my kind of work? Because the blokes I hired after you couldn't find their arse with both hands. I sent them to take out Lord Harriman while he was preparing his cargo for shipping. Nighttime,
Is No Man's Sky worth it now? No. No Man's Sky will never be worth it.
came back.
I haven't heard a job in this yet.
The job's
JSL, hello, welcome, welcome.
Kill Harriman, but there'll be a bonus if you find my men alive.
Yay, the more the merrier.
I assume this isn't personal.
Job's paid for second-hand by some other old Kirkwall family. The nobles here like to shank each other for sport. We're just their knives.
Who am I romancing? I haven't started romancing anyone yet.
Lord Harriman.
I don't know the who, but the what.
I will probably romance Isabella, because she's my
Rumor
favorite.
says he's a savvy one. His daughters give him marriage ties to half the city.
I'm sure I can finish what they started.
They were supposed to ambush him at the docks. That'd be the best place to start looking. And remember, Harriman dead, my lad Gustav alive. Other way around, then you don't get paid.
Language I'm too innocent for swears. Are you really? Jesse, are you really?
Yeah, BioWare, please buy Anthem. I don't know. I'm debating on it. More dragons. Ever play any Warhammer 40k? Absolutely. I'm gonna pre-order Anthem. Damn it, Jesse. You're fired. Please say Imperium. I mean, didn't I just do that? Mate, what are you doing? You're supposed to be sleeping. Yes, I apologize for your cruel, unjust ban. I will the mods will be appropriately censored for their error.
I think I stay Marquis. Marquis 11's now leaving, everybody. Goodbye.
Right. The little one is departing. Everyone can resume the naughty jokes. She's probably going to go watch Jesse Cox or something. It's a little too quiet for her because everything's going through my earphones. Shark that makes videos, hello. Thank you for coming. I do appreciate it. Are we doing this right? I think Pan had it right. Insert naughty joke here. Oh, I missed a section there.
Mistress Hawk.
It's him. That Templar from Ariani. I knew this was a bad idea.
Fainriel speaks well of how you treated him before you brought him to us. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
Time. Not sure quite what you're meaning there, Grant Dreo.
Do I know you?
I am Sir Thrask of the Templars. I know from the compassion with which you treated Fainriel that you are someone who cares for the fate of apostate
Yes, it's
mages.
glue on beard night.
What? You can't be nice yourself?
You are no Templar. You cannot know what a badge of shame that would be. There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns.
And you've allowed this?
I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
Who are these apostates? Where did they come from?
These are the mages of the former circle at Starkhaven. It burned to the ground, and their Templars sent for us to relocate the survivors.
The beard is my... Oh, you mean his beard. I was going to say, thank you.
Journey. With their phylacteries burned, it has been nearly impossible to track them.
What's a phylactery?
When a mage joins the circle, the first enchanter takes a sample of his blood. It is used as a focus to track the mage should he escape.
For how long will I be streaming? Well, it depends. It's pretty quiet, so I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be continuing on. We'll see how lively chat is. That'll be the deciding factor.
Meredith will consider him justified in murdering the lot of them.
Who's Meredith?
You have clearly not been in Kirkwall long.
Yes, you were foolish to overlook the might of my facial follicles.
Though I dare say she has created as much dissent as obedience.
I'm a little tired, so my jokes are probably going to be a little off.
If you've got this many mages escaping, you Templars aren't too good at your jobs.
These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the circle than...
Suzette, have a good night. Thanks for coming in.
Hunts them as well. If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
Damn it, Pan. Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? Oh, look, it's this same cavern again. You are speaking blasphemy. What are you doing?
Only one way out for these mages now.
Have I considered streaming regularly? I mean, I would consider it. The difficulty is the income is so extremely variable, you know. At least with standard videos, you know, the ad revenue normally would be there. But, you know, with streams and things like that, you kind of tend to rely more on tips and things of that nature. And I don't want to have to rely that heavily on that sort of monetization. I mean, that said, though, I will probably still stream on weekends now that I've figured out that I am fully capable of doing so with my current internet connection. So I'll probably do that on weekends and continue with my normal videos on weekdays. Just so this way I'll have a chance to, you know, hang out and interact with everyone, and I will also be able to just sit down and actually just kind of play a game sort of for fun without having to analyze it, without having to critique it. You know, that's something that I actually don't get to do very often, is just to sit down and just enjoy a game. All those magical Server 2016 features. I mean, I just don't understand how anyone's even had any problems with 2016 so far. The only difficulty I've ran into is the updates. But I got that licked.
I thought I was going to die down here in this tomb. Are you with the Templars? Please, I need to go back to the Circle. I never wanted to get involved in this. Not when he started making those things.
The message I was doing earlier, and that, yeah, if you guys want, I can continue on. If you want, you can post what you want in a super chat, and I'll say it in a sultry voice, if that's something that's interesting to you guys.
He slit his wrist, and the magic.
Rebel Galaxy, Sue Reynolds, yes, it's a hell of a good game. I'm glad I came across that. I wish I'd come across it when it first came out. They are actually working on a new game. I asked them about it a while back.
Decimus is the lead.
There must be a demon working through him. No normal man would profane the dead like this.
Someone starts raising undead, and it's all downhill from there.
I've been at the Circle since I was 6. I've heard about demons, blood magic. They warned us, but I never thought I'd see it. The rest of them, they're still following Decimus. He's gone mad. I think he'd kill us all just to take the Templars down.
So Thrask waits outside. You will be safe there.
Yes, it's an added incentive for super chats. Not required, though. I mean, if I don't get it, it's not going to affect the amount of time I stay on here in the slightest. So it's entirely up to you guys. If you choose to donate, I certainly won't stop you, but it's not required. Torchmans, you're a moderator. You're not supposed to donate. Much love for all your hard work. Thank you very much. It's fine. Like I said, you know, I'm not going to tell you what you can and cannot do with your own money. It is your money after all, but I'll still give you a bunch of crap for it. Because you guys already do so much for the channel already. Donating money on top of it just sounds like way too much. Oh god, the Philip DeFranco intro. Okay. Pan and sorry, I screwed that up. Pan and Lauren are pretty, pretty princesses. Okay, I actually want to see if I can do this now. Sup, you beautiful bastards. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Welcome back to the SidAlpha Show, and let's just jump into it. The first item on our list today is Dragon Age 2. We're going to continue. I can't keep doing it with a straight face. I can't keep doing it with a straight face. I love Philip DeFranco, though. He is awesome. Yeah, I'll still hold to the dramatic donation readings.
They're here. The Templars have come to take us back to the Circle.
Decimus, no. Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
Better than crumpets. Anything is better than crumpets. My God, those were horrible. I threw them out. Crumpets and I are not... Oh boy, this isn't going to be good.
You killed him. Oh, Decimus. You should have listened to me.
Grandreo, thanks for stopping in. Have a great night. I do appreciate it.
But you wear no mark of the Circle. How is it you side against your own?
That man was a blood mage. I don't have to be part of the Circle to know that is wrong.
Decimus gave us the courage to face the Templars.
Yes, we're all going to go silent because Pan said, the B word. Is there a way to get your melee-focused characters more AoE attacks? Yeah, depends.
I warned him. I told him once he marked himself as a blood mage, that was all anyone would see.
She won't admit it, but it's obvious she's just as corrupted.
I swear to you, I have had no truck with demons. Please.
I don't believe you.
Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes.
If not in the Circle, how do you intend to live?
I hear there are places outside the pre-marches where the Templars are not so vigilant.
I don't have enough people trying to kill me. Might as well add all the Templars in Kirkwall.
Then we must first throw off pursuit. There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
I would not see these mages killed. But if we start murdering Templars, we'll draw their...
Anything with that guy you uploaded a video of? Oh, the Andrew Watt thing. No, not since he filed the privacy complaints on my videos last night. Really, Woody? Really?
Just a little murder, is that it? No.
Then lay down your arms. I am trying to save our lives, not throw them away. We will come with you.
I'll make sure the way out is clear.
Pan is giving you evil ideas now. I'm sure I will hear all about those evil ideas later. Which time? Oh my god, no. No, we're not going to start on that. No, no, no. No bad. It wasn't actually an asset flip, Mate. He was, I got word that it might be an asset flip, so I took a look at it, figured out that it probably wasn't, but it was still a lot of shady stuff going on. So I did a video reporting on that, and then he got pissy, there was a huge dust-up, and things happened.
That's not really my thing.
Well, Varric, you're useless. I mean, it's never too late to go back and play Dragon Age Origins. That's just a damn good game. Okay. I love, worship, and adore Liam Costa. He is the best. Better? I don't even know who Liam Costa is. I don't know why people get such a kick out of making me say silly things, but hey, you know, why not? Oh, I should be fighting. Oh, that Liam? No. No, 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 no. Bad, no, bad, wrong, wrong, bad, wrong, wrong, bad, 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 wrong. Family Guy is still funny. Thanks, Silent Trimmer, for the $2. How much do I have to donate if I want you to play Slaughtering Grounds if you don't reach 100,000 subs by the end of the year? Let's see. To do a stream of Slaughtering Grounds? I'll tell you what. If you can... Beans, it's basically an impossibility to get me 200,000 subs by the end of the year. I will compromise if you all can convince next weekend Super Chat getting up to $500. We'll do we'll do a stream of Slaughtering Grounds. If someone did an asset flip and just posted it for fun that weren't charging anything, you know, I don't necessarily see an issue with that because, remember, it's not the asset flip itself that I object to. It's the fact that they are charging people money for a low-quality product and taking visibility away from projects where people actually spend time and effort on them. How much do you need to pay to stop it? Well, 500 to start it. Let's say 750 to stop it.
Don't lie, Thrask. I know you're soft on the road.
I mean, if we want to go down this road, then we can go down this road.
Would you believe a group of innocent picnickers?
Who is this, Thrask? Now you require mercenaries to carry out your duties.
Barbie's Pet Rescue? That would be a cool G. That would be $1,000 easy.
Well, much obliged.
Probably two.
Now let's take these demon worshippers to the chopping block. Knight Commander wants them executed before Orsino hears about it.
No! And you wonder why we fear them? Please, you must protect us.
I think maybe we all need to take a deep breath. Start over. Grace, this is Thrask. Thrask,
The Circle is a sanctuary, not a prison. If you kill these people, I will see you disciplined by the divine.
I don't know what 750 is in that. I'd have to Google that.
Are you truly going to send us off with this monster?
Asset flips also hurt Unity and the people that make the assets. I mean, the asset flips, they're being purchased from people that put their packages up on the Unity asset store to be sold for specifically those purposes. So it doesn't hurt them at all. In fact, it helps them.
I must place the lives of all these people in your hands.
Don't count on him being around long enough to help.
Daniel Parr, good evening.
I will do all I can.
Or I should say good wivening. That was an odd hold there. I love how everyone levels up except Varric. And why didn't somebody tell me earlier that to open up the chests, it would require cunning, not... I suppose if I had actually read, then it would have told me. I feel like an idiot. Battlemaster, Warmonger, Let's go Templar. Holy fire. Let's see. Do you think Unity or similar companies could do something about asset flips? Absolutely, they could. All they would have to do is make changes to their licensing agreements, and that would cause significant amounts of damage to the asset flip industry. Do I have Google? I mean, I have to have Google. Otherwise, how would I be here? Do you accept anything other than cold hard cash? No. And the souls of the damned. I mean, I already have plenty of souls to my name. Does Steam have a policy of removing copyright issues? It depends on what happens with the copyright. I mean, remember, Steam has to abide by safe harbor provisioning, so if a copyright is filed and there's any potential of legitimacy to it whatsoever, they have to comply. But if a developer has it keeps on getting DMCA strikes, then Valve will take a look at them and see if it's worth the risk of continuing to do business with them. Why does everyone have to run away? Why are we sacrificing the chat? Oh, for the good of the New World Order. Why, of course.
Hawk, I've seen you with Miriam before.
All-time favorite game. All-time favorite game.
Harriman's guards killed all my men. I thought I gave them the slip, but they found me.
That's so difficult to nail down. Most favorite game of all time. You know, I think I'd probably have to go with Baldur's Gate 2.
I'm not going back until you can walk, limp or crawl, behind me.
I think I can walk.
I mean, Pan, we'll talk about your sacrifice later.
Could do much damage. His rear guard saw us coming. They fell on us from all sides.
Which any professional would have expected.
That's him.
JSL, yeah, it's definitely getting a little odd.
Most of my enemies would not stoop this low. Are you working?
Another food box video. I actually have one recorded. I need to get it edited and uploaded. Probably Tuesday.
You sound Ferelden.
Many in the city are.
So you should know I'm the one who convinced the Viscount to send aid to Denerim. Many of my fellow noblemen resent that. They want me dead before he sends the money so they can reclaim it for Kirkwall. Will you kill me for this?
This is not a job I can complete.
Thank you, Ferelden. When I learn who sent you, I will be sure to leave you out of any retribution.
I don't want to be the one to tell Mirren you did that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of horror games in general.
From the south, got that wide-eyed look.
What headphones do I have? These are HyperX Cloud 2s.
So, Gustav limped back here, but refuses to speak one word of what happened.
English Mudkip, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Is Harriman
Doing
dead
well.
or not?
Streaming.
He's being hunted for aiding my people. I will not kill him.
Did I play Pillars of Eternity? I started to. I think I got probably about 6 hours into it. I never did get around to finishing it, though. Do I speak any languages other than English? No. I do
I'll
not.
take care of this myself. Don't try hitting me up for coin again. That door is closed.
Yes, I have begun training myself in the communication of Weeb. It is a deceptively complex language. Alright, I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with the herbalist tasks here. So I'm not seeing... What is the herbalist tasks? Find pure iron bark. Oh. Is that all? Kind of surprised that you're streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. I am too, but at the same time, you know, this is where the majority of my viewer base is, and so at least starting out for the stream so people can get accustomed to me streaming, I wanted to start here where I would have the largest amount of visibility.
Shemlin. I am Master Islan, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed?
Do you have any pure ironbark in stock?
What use is ironbark to you? I've never met a Shem who could bend it to his will. Either way, I'm out of stock. I do know where it can be found, but it is impossible to retrieve. Our people were forbidden from venturing to the area after we lost 2 of our best hunters there.
What happened that warriors as skilled as the Dalish refused to venture to the area?
Your respect for our hunters is most surprising, stranger. The place is overrun by darkspawn. If we tried to eradicate them, we would risk the precious few hunters we have left.
Pillars, actually, I would say Pillars to me feels more like a cross between Diablo 2 and Baldur's Gate.
We owe you a debt for taking Merrill from you.
I mean, I announce it as I'm going live, but I will probably post a schedule for people to be able to, you know, I'll remind everyone that there will be a stream coming this Saturday at such and such a time and the like. Oh, all you Darkspawn that think you're so clever. Do I read comments on my videos? Yeah, all the time, actually. I tend to respond to a lot of them, too. Yay, I won. Day of the Tentacle? What? Oh, I almost forgot. I upped her strength so she can...
Everything on the list. I'll get to work immediately. And of course, here is the reward I promised.
Well, that's a lot of stuff. Let's see. Any thoughts about the iDubbbz versus Rice Gum thing? I mean, frankly, I don't care. I mean, that's just such pointless drama where it's basically only there to serve as to benefit both of them by generating false drama. It's basically like the same as reading a tabloid. Dot was basically the game that brought Tim Schafer fame for the first time before he made Full Throttle and Grim Fandango. Okay. Similar to Monkey Island, but weirder. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, yeah, both of them are just... That's basically all it is. It's no real legitimate information or of any benefit to anyone except their pockets. Do I watch Review Tech USA? Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah.
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars. When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Yes, Arthur. Blood Dragon armor. I haven't gotten all the pieces of the Armor of the Fallen yet.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
Favorite drink? I'm guessing you mean adult beverage. I'm going to go with vodka martini.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
What did you do? Not the Fade part.
No, I don't micromanage the party. There hasn't been any need up until this point. If it's a more difficult fight, I will, but only if I have to.
Circumstances, yes. But Carl, what happened?
If I had to live in a fictional world, which one would it be?
Templars here are far more vigilant than they found a letter I was writing you. You cannot imagine it, Anders. All the color, all the
Fictional
music in
world,
the world.
which one would it be? In the Mass Effect universe. After the Reaper invasion. I said after the Reapers got their butts kicked anyways.
This is what Mother was protecting me from.
Please, kill me before
Do I do sports? If not, in the past.
but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Maybe we can find.
No, not really. I don't really do sports. I used to play soccer quite a bit. Can't wait for me to hit that wall. I mean, you know, micromanaging the party isn't all that difficult. That's what the pause button is there for.
My sister calls being tranquil a fate worse than death. Give him peace.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
Have I ever played StarCraft? Oh, that used to be my jam. StarCraft and StarCraft 2.
Let me guess. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination?
I used to spend 3 to 4 hours a day playing StarCraft.
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages and Thaders face every day.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
Yeah, I'm actually considering downloading and installing the high-res texture packs for this game to make it a little bit more palatable.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard.
You tried to help a friend. Surely no harm can come of that?
I wish I still had your innocence. There was too much hatred in me. Justice thought he would overcome that. But my anger...
Well, maybe, with StarCraft 2 being unbalanced. I honestly haven't even touched StarCraft 2 in several months. But everyone is always saying something is Imba. So, you know, it's a very careful juggling act, but...
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curse is of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness.
Have I played a Persona game? No, those there aren't any. That's a PlayStation game series, so no. What race did I play with? I was a boring ass Terran.
Wow. Your problems make mine seem small.
Here. These are all the documents I have for this area. I can understand if you would rather me not join you personally. I cannot control my need for vengeance. I would ask no one to take on the danger of traveling with me. I will be here in my clinic if you need me.
All right, I think we're finally managing to run out of quests here. We might be able to go to the deep roads. Like when SidAlpha reviewed the Technomancer. Hey, the Technomancer is a bad game. That's just all there is to it. Let's go offload our junk first. Oh, I don't really have any. Hey, more side quests.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Well, like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you.
I love the sarcastic Hawk. I really do. You should pay me. I like being paid.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious.
Saurian, I've not heard of this game of which you speak.
Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
2 hours until I have to go to work. You really should be sleeping, man. I'm serious.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing. Gallivanting about with men half her age. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Right, we're off to find the cheating wife. Ben, welcome back. We missed you. Hasn't been the same without you. Wow, let's all stand over by the door until they get closer. Then we'll start moving.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
I can see why Ninette liked you. You're feisty.
A refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel.
Okay, note to self, never send Pan flowers. She will be angry.
Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here,
1 hour of 50 Shades of Grey, 1 hour of Slaughtering Grounds, or 1 hour of Andrew crying to you.
Accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Let's see. That's a tough call. I think I'd have to go with 1 hour of 50 Shades of Grey. Because in order for Andrew crying to me, I would actually have to interact with him, and I have no desire to do that. And Slaughtering Grounds is the Slaughtering Grounds. I mean, come on, let's be honest here. That's just terrible. At least 50 Shades of Grey has some entertainment value to it.
Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I
His
think
jokes
Emmerich
are
would
so
have said
bad.
so.
Someone else Ninette spent special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime. Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I was just passing through.
Have it your way.
Have I ever considered suing some asset flip dev DMCAing me? Absolutely. I would have already, except YouTube did not disclose the personal contact information for the asset flipper who DMCA'd me. Unlike the simple fact that I did have to disclose my information to them. Otherwise, yes, I absolutely would.
This...
We don't want...
I don't want to hurt you.
Blood on my coat.
Another one for me! How many of you got...
I thank you, Sirrah, for coming along when you did.
Where do I see this Andrew Watt thing going, if anywhere? I think it's basically done at this point. I mean, he's continuing to thrash around a little bit with the whole privacy complaint that he filed, but YouTube's not going to do anything there because there's no private information in any of those videos. So, you know, the damage has been dealt. He's been kicked off the Steam storefront. He's been shown for what type of creature he really is. That's really all there is to it.
That sort of attitude will never pay off.
I was eager
Getting doxxed by getting a fake DMCA. You know, I haven't, but it would not surprise me if that's happened in the past.
One of our circle mages disappeared.
Do I archive these streams? Yes. Except for the first one because YouTube screwed that up somehow.
I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Mages routinely flee the circle. Perhaps Maren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Doesn't the circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Maren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearance
Lilies are
is
not bad.
connected.
Lilies are fun.
They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
Yes, Mate, you would. But I would really not recommend doing that. The repercussions have a potential of being severe, especially if you live in the U.S.
Those women just vanished.
Don't you hate it when something goes missing? I lose things all the time.
What?
The women. They're missing and you can't find them.
All right. I cannot lie, Sirrah.
You only ask because Alex Maurer is someone who does not know when to stop trying.
I used to be. I know when to walk away.
You know, yeah, I mean, but Maurer's attentions are focused on the issue at hand, which the court case there is coming up in a few days, so...
Foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
That may be so, but even if you're not a person who would, there are others out there who would get the idea from that. The Mauer case, the next court date, I believe, is on the 8th. Do you think Konami will ever make it onto the Dirty Devs? I mean, basically, a strong case could be made for literally every AAA publisher in existence to be on that list. And it would not be hard to do. Good night, Miss Lauren Wright. Enjoy your sleep. How much do I know about Linux? Enough to get by. I know that Linux in an enterprise environment is not a good idea. Oh, there's more down here. I mean, why exactly is Linux bad for enterprise environment? That's just not what it's designed for. I mean, yes, you can configure it to do a lot of things, but there are better, easier, faster, cleaner methods of going about it, and Linux is not it. Basically, when you're dealing with Active Directory or domain or corporate environments, Windows really does have the lock on best practice enterprise standards.
Those are human bones, aren't they? I'm gonna be sick.
Yes, and you're speaking of web-based applications and things of that nature. For when you're dealing with web-based, then Linux, I would make a very strong argument for Linux. You know, Apache and all that is very well suited to that. Yes, Linux can do Active Directory, but it's a bit like driving with your feet on the steering wheel going down the highway. You can do it, that doesn't make it a good idea. Borden, thank you for coming. I do appreciate it.
Not likely.
Really, Varric?
That's not really my thing.
I'll just have to leave it behind. I mean, yeah, if you see any server winning Server 2000 or Server 2003, then whoever is continuing to run those environments, they should be fired. Flat out. Scariest moment in a non-horror game? Don't really have them. Games don't really scare me.
Recognize your mage?
You're horrible.
This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. And there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
If they're not dead, watch out for a bunch of boneless women flopping through the streets.
Show some respect.
My people
Watch
have
out
been
for a
slow to
bunch of
react,
boneless
but
women
this
flipping
needs
through the
official
streets.
support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Any TV show or movie you'd want to see turned into a game? Dark Matter, I think, would probably make a good RPG. Let's see, what else would I like to see turned into a video game? You know, there's not much. Like I said, Dark Matter would probably be a good one, just because of the exploring that futuristic world.
It looks pricey.
There's a lot of opportunities there for an open world aspect style game there. Pretty good gaming. I have.
Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh. Written in happier times. Where did you find it?
Where did I learn to use Server 2016? In practical application. I work for an IT consulting firm, so we have to adopt the newest technologies as quickly as we can. And Windows Server in general also. Also the same. You know, it's on the job experience.
It's better this way. Our marriage has been in shambles for
Favorite book you'd like to see made into a film or remade? The Song of Albion trilogy, I think, would make a very interesting game.
Thank you for all your help, Sarah. Make her watch over.
Welcome, merchant. Not here to sell today, guards. My shipment's late.
Well, good luck to you then.
Ever read Ubik? No. Is Dark Matter actually good because not watched sci-fi since the end of Warehouse 13? Dark Matter is extremely good right up until... I think they started losing it right when they started tampering with time. I think is where they kind of just went off the rails.
I think you've got enough coin together to get in on the expedition. We ought to go see my brother.
Barrack, where did you get off to? And what are you planning?
Any tips or suggestions? Fail big, fail hard. The more you fail with setting up a system, the more you learn with what you did wrong, why it went wrong, and what you can do to prevent it next time. Learn Hyper-V. Hyper-V is crucial. Hyper-V is an industry standard. If you don't know it, then you should. And Hyper-V also provides you a fantastic test bed environment to sandbox builds and be able to make changes and roll them back in a fairly safe fashion. Also with Hyper-V, once you're finished making changes and you know everything's good, merge the save states.
If you have the coin, sure. You'll get a full share.
You forget to do that, you will have problems further down the line if anything goes wrong with the VM at all.
We're going lower into the deep roads than anyone's ever dared. Who knows what we'll find down there? Well, that means food and equipment and hirelings. None of that comes bloody cheap.
Ever played Jaws Unleashed? No, I have not.
I do have your coin, in fact.
You're joking. What did I tell you, Bartrand? Not bad for a human.
All right, partner. Full share of the profit between you, me, and Varric. Now we just need a decent entrance into the deep road.
Yeah, VMware and Hyper-V really aren't all that different. VMware is a very good, robust environment, and if you're making use of large-scale SANs, VMware is the way you would want to go. But for small to mid-sized businesses, Hyper-V would probably be a better option.
These might be just what we need.
What's this?
I'm talking IT in a live stream. It's a little odd.
Didn't I tell you we could find a gray
Alphas and Continuum. Yeah, sci-fi always tends to lose it about halfway through, and they did that with Dark Matter too. A lot of the last season was kind of crap, and the final episode just no. The final episode was not good.
As soon as you're ready, and we'll head out. Time to wrap up any business you have in the city, my friend. We'll be gone for several weeks at least.
Undertale hype, it's a little overhyped. Yeah, Alphas was very good, but they lost it. Is that outside the Chantry? Masha's been desperately seeking a particular Templar. She's been spotted outside of the Chantry in Hightown during the day. Okay. Yes, that would be enough, Mate. That would be plenty. Hello, chest I never noticed before.
Please, can you help me? My brother.
Don't worry. Helping people and killing people are what I'm best at.
I hope there will be no call to
Have I
kill
seen the
anyone
new WoW
soon.
trailer? No, I have not. Again, life is too short to MMO.
So idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order.
Yes, I do know what Raspberry Pis are.
You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
Yeah, kind of an odd and eclectic chat.
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith?
Oh, she has many admirers. They laud at the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce and utterly without pity, that she sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things.
Massively overpriced packages in games like Star Citizen and Train Simulator. I mean, I have considered it in the past, but the problem is, in order to showcase a lot of it, I'd have to buy a lot of them. And I really don't want to, because that's expensive.
My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
So you think the Templars, what, killed and ate your brother?
Maker forbid. I don't know what happened. He just stopped writing me. I tried to
One
see
game
him,
only
like
game you could play for the rest of your life. What game? I have no idea.
Your brother may indeed be.
I honestly have no idea.
What can I do?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Perchance, in your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. Maker bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Windows kernel to ARM? No, I don't think that would be a good idea at all.
It is the duty of every mage. Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Miss Eyre.
Oh, good.
What's a game that I like that nobody does? I mean, there are no games that nobody likes.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of RPGs and RTSs. Those are my big mains, and those are extremely popular genres. So
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmerd and Karen were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Miss Eyre.
yes, Nintendo is a naughty word.
No Templars
It's a bad word.
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You're already defying orders to talk to me. Might as well share the good stuff.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Her own people? That's horrible. And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmerd came back.
Who likes digital homicide games? There are actually some people that do. Believe it or not. Mate, I have no idea. Why are you using Server 2007? That sounds like a terrible idea.
What else do you know about the initiation?
That's a depreciated system. It's not even supported anymore.
Questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
Bad Texture, give it up. You'll never be able to convince anyone that Technomancer is a decent game because it's just not.
What else do you know about the...
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Are they called Alex? I have no idea.
Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after
I'll do.
Wilmot.
Give it up, Bad Texture. It's a lost cause. It's never going to make it. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Technomancer is objectively a horrible game. That's just all there is to it. It fails on quite literally every level. See, every area is so exactly the same that you literally have to check your map to see if you've uncovered this area before or not. Have I played any games using RPG Maker? Very few. Very, very few. And any that I would recommend? You know, if you like that sort of thing, there's a ton of them out there. Whoop, I am heading the wrong direction now.
Andraste be my witness, Wilmot. I will have the truth from you now.
Mercy, sir. Mercy.
Were it that easy?
Bad Texture, it doesn't matter. It's a terrible game. Technomancer, I will admit, is not as bad as Ride Hell Retribution. I can at least admit that much.
I thought Templars only treated mages this badly. Nice to see you're branching out.
It's the Knight Captain. Don't.
This is Templar business, stranger.
You have struck me the last time, you pathetic human. To me!
What phone do I have? I use an Android.
Make her preserve us.
Let's see. Who's the big baddie in this group? That would probably be the named one.
I knew he was involved in something sinister. But this... is it even possible?
Look, it's another character that you get to see in Inquisition, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you think he was possessed?
Normally, we only worry that mages will fall victim to possession. I have heard of blood mages or demons in solid form who could summon others into unwilling hosts. I'd not thought one of our own would be susceptible.
Do you think he was possessed?
I'd not thought one of our own would be susceptible.
With what I've bumped into in Kirkwall, nothing surprises me anymore.
I am Knight Captain Cullen. I thank you for your assistance. I've been conducting an investigation of some of our recruits who have gone missing. Wilmot was the first to return. I had hoped to confront him quietly.
Well, that's right. Cullen has been in all 3 games, hasn't he?
Maybe next time you should try confronting him loudly, in public.
I fear it is time to widen this investigation.
Mate, I did indeed imply that there is an Android app scam thing by Digital
We were last
Homicide.
seen together at the Blooming Rose, but I had no luck interrogating the young ladies there. I doubt they know anything of magic or demons.
I'd be willing to search there.
The Order would truly be in your debt if you helped us with this.
How many years does the Dragon Age game span? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I know that there's several years that go by in this game, I believe.
Please come tell me in the gallows. I will ensure you are rewarded.
Oh, I haven't finished killing this gang yet? How did I miss that? Will I make a video about that? Yes, I plan on it. Directions to the Shallow Guard base. There we go. Now we have some people to kill. Do I know any programming languages? No, I'm not a programmer. Bill Gamer cease streaming. Yeah, you should probably watch it. How long do you allow yourself to research a video subject? It depends. Most of them, it doesn't take a long period. It doesn't take a lot of time to research them. But I won't, if I feel something requires more research, or I feel that it's something that maybe I should get the other side to the story or something like that, then I will actually take the time to do it, and I won't rush it.
Does this stuff have side effects?
Have I ever played the Elder Scrolls? If so, which is my favorites? I have. I've played Oblivion, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. I would have to say Morrowind was probably my favorite.
Do you need something, honey?
You don't work here, do you? With the customers?
You're no prize yourself, sweetheart. Is there something you want?
A couple of Templar recruits went missing. They were last seen here.
You'll have to be more specific. We do a lot of business with the Templars.
Favorite game of my childhood? Secret of the Silver Blades, and yeah, I'd have to say Secret of the Silver Blades was probably one of my favorite games ever.
We have a lot of missing Templars. If we don't act quickly, we may only find corpses.
Now, no need to get all dramatic on me. Let me look through the books. Wilmot, Karen... Here we go. Wilmot came in here a lot. You sure he had time to be a Templar? The both of them last saw Iduna, the exotic wonder from the east.
That's quite the stage name.
Maniac Mansion? Never played it.
Tramp from Darktown. You should hear what some of the others are called.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
Honey, I could write volumes on the things I know. Unless you want Wilmot's favorite position, I think you have what you need. You didn't hear any of this from me. We clear?
Cora and Catriona are being horrible to my brother. Can't you stop them?
If they want to waste their time disciplining your useless brat, let them.
Oh, no.
You must be the exotic wonder of the East. Do you remember entertaining a Templar named Wilmot a few weeks ago? Or Karen?
Wilmot. That doesn't sound familiar.
Do your clients like this charade? It must get dreadfully tiresome.
Whatever do you mean? Questions are boring. Why don't we have some real fun?
Hawk, go easy on this lovely creature.
You should listen to your friend.
We have to ask her about Karen. What's your problem?
Yes, yes. But certainly there's no harm mixing a little business and pleasure.
As charming and relentless as you are, I'm here to investigate.
Answer one of my questions first. Who told you about little old me?
It was Vivica. She showed me her books.
That wasn't so hard, was it? So, Vivica sold me out, did she? That drab, pathetic little sewer rat. She will be dealt with. Just do one more thing for me. Draw your blade and bring it gently across your throat.
Bethany, stop her.
Let go of my sister.
How did you... Oh, shit.
The idea of a horror that makes you answer riddles.
What foul magic was that?
Blood and desire in equal measure. An art I learned from... elsewhere.
Blood magic, then?
Yes, Monsieur. Please.
Oh man, Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. I haven't seen that game in forever.
You're going to answer all my questions. And if there's even a hint of magic...
Tirani put me here to send biddable Templar recruits to the Sanctuary. Three Spear Alley in the Undercity. I enchanted Wilmot and Karen weeks ago. But after they left these walls, I know not what came of them. Please, let me live. It's not my fault. It was all Tirani's idea.
Tell me about Tirani.
She put me up to this.
Favorite Valve game? I don't actually... I haven't played any Valve games.
She says the Templars cannot hold against us if we stand up and fight.
This base of yours, how many other mages are there? Any other defenses?
People go in and out all the time. Sometimes a handful, sometimes more. There are traps. Magical traps. There's a hidden switch at the front. It turns them off. That's all I know.
The Templars are coming for you. No more of your tricks.
Next stop, the Sanctuary. And some answers.
Market's closed. Come back in the morning.
Well, that's a pretty long side quest that I almost missed.
A whole sanctuary of blood mages. I hope we can stand against them.
Now that's just...
RTS game called Max. That actually does sound vaguely familiar. The Morrowind fan mod that updates the game graphics, I'm guessing you're referring to Skywind. Yes, I'm very familiar with it. Most hated game ever? Obviously anything Digital Homicide. Emulators and emulation games. I thought I'd already answered that question today. I have no problem with emulators whatsoever. The reason being is that with emulators, you're allowed to run games that you had that ran on older platforms like PlayStation, PlayStation 2, even PlayStation 3. Without requiring access to those consoles, which is a fantastic thing because emulators can be updated to run on modern hardware, and you can even run in increased resolution and frame rates, whereas you might not even have access to the platforms to be able to run those games. So you're able to continue playing the games that you love even longer. And the entire argument behind the whole it's piracy and everything like that. Yes, you can pirate games to run on emulators. You can pirate games on PlayStation. You can pirate games on Xbox. You can pirate them on PC. It doesn't matter where or what platform you're on, a game can be pirated. So that argument doesn't hold much water with me. Juki, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, with older games, plus especially running emulators for say a PS3 game or something like that, you can run that stuff on SSDs. You can't even run the modern. Whoops, can't even run modern consoles with SSDs. They don't even do it. That just boggles my mind. It really does. I mean, I know SSDs are more expensive, but the loading value involved is just so extreme.
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps the demons will find one of you suitable.
Careful, Hawk. She may be an abomination.
I am not some hopeless waif that ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more than mages and corpses.
What Windows Server Edition should you use if you can get all of them? You don't need all of them. You know, different roles for different things and different sizes. Best bet, start with Server Standard.
You do know I cut a path through your abominations, right?
SSDs do not actually die a lot quicker. Not anymore. Modern SSDs to actually have longer lifespans and longer warranties even than mechanical hard drives.
Can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Tell me where Karen is.
The experiments need so much fuel, you see. So many living vessels are found wanting. Useless vessels can still feed the compost heap, so it's not a complete waste.
Good to know you're barking mad. That makes things easier.
In days of old, the Tevinter Imperium spanned the known world. Demons were their allies, held in check by power and knowledge. With a wave of a hand,
Yeah, those lips are pretty insane.
yet they command us. Absurd. We should be ruling them. We should rule you all. Kill the vessels only if you must.
Why can't you install Windows on USB storage devices? Because why would you want to? I mean, you can do a Windows PE build, which you can run on a USB storage device.
Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me. But is it only Karen? It could be Karen plus one. A very nasty plus one at that. The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
Bethany, can you tell if there's a demon in him?
Sorry. As it happens, I've tried to avoid learning much about demons. That kind of knowledge is frowned on in an apostate.
If there's even the slightest chance you're possessed, the Templars need to know.
No, I'm me, I swear. Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
Cullen needs to hear about this mess.
little talk of...
I've got some good news and some bad news.
What? What is it?
Good news, Karen is safe. Bad news, half of your recruits may have been possessed by demons.
Sweet blood of Andraste.
Demons? Did you say something about the recruits and demons?
I didn't want to tell you, Masha. They were horrible. Those mages see the rest of us as ants to be crushed. They won't stop until they've destroyed the Chantry and the Templars forever.
Tirane was crazy. Magic didn't make her that way.
True. Not every mage gives in to temptation, but none are ever free of it. At any time, any mage could become a monster, from the lowest apprentice to the most seasoned enchanters. Mages cannot be treated like people. They are not like you and me.
Surely that's a little harsh.
Maybe we shouldn't be arguing with the nice Templar. Smile and nod. Smile and nod.
They are weapons. They have the power to light a city on fire in a fit of pique.
Mages are humans and elves, just like the rest of us.
Many might go their whole lives thinking that. But if even 1 in 10 falls to the lure of blood magic, they could destroy this world. For now, Karen.
Man, Cullen is jaded.
You are free of demons.
Should I learn PowerShell? Yes.
Mission immediately.
No, you can't really think that. Karen's fine. He's safe.
He deserves mercy. What happened wasn't his fault.
Please, sir. I tried to resist. I never took anything they offered. I need this position, or my sister can't eat. I've been training for 5 years.
Karen did nothing wrong. You can't strip his livelihood on the off chance Tirane succeeded.
Please, Knight Captain. I'll prove I'm loyal. Ask me anything.
My brother's a good man.
Did I make him continue taking lyrium in Dragon Age Inquisition? No, I made him kick the habit.
Keep our enemies close. We can watch him far better here than in the city. So be it. If he has shown no sign of demonic possession in 10 years' time, Karen will become eligible for full knighthood.
Thank you, Sirrah. Again. But without a full knighthood, Karen's pay is so small. I do not know if I can reward you as you deserve.
I will handle that, miss. You have done the Order a great service. We will not forget it.
Let's see, I cannot remember where we get the Armor of the Fallen. I'm going to look that up real quick. Armor of the Fallen. Dragon Age 2. Warplate of the Fallen. Oh, while venturing the deep roads. So we're fine. We've got everything right on track. We haven't missed anything. The big paint behind me, those aren't actually paintings. Those are actually old newspaper articles from the house that we did have here years and years ago. We were forced to tear it down because of a fire. But they put a bunch of old newspapers in the wall as part of the insulation because the house was just that old. And some of those newspapers were the final days of World War II. And that was, one of them is, Germany surrenders was the headline article and everything like that. So it's like, yeah, that's a pretty interesting little bit of history there. Monte, have a good night. Go get your 15 minutes of sleep. Thank you again for watching. You want to donate, but there's no link. Super chat. It's the $sign box thing. I don't know why I'm helping you. Yeah, I don't actively seek out tips, guys, but they are appreciated. Don't let your pancakes get soggy. That's a very good tip. I like that tip.
I think I found something of yours.
You found it? By the void, I didn't think... Thank you.
Oh yes, that's also a thing. If you add in a text, I have a deal running with everyone that when they tip in the super chat, I will read it out in a sultry voice. Because that's apparently a thing that people have been asking for. Would I want Bethesda to remake Morrowind and Oblivion? No. I want the modding community to remake Morrowind and Oblivion. I think that would be a far better idea. Because after seeing what Bethesda's done with the Creation Club and all that, you know, I would far better trust it to. I've seen the modders for the Bethesda games. They're incredible. Most of them, if they're not games developers already, they should be. And I would much rather trust them with the fate of those games because they actually do have a drive and a passion to preserve what is great about those games. And yeah, I would much rather the modders take care of something like that than Bethesda.
So are you ready? It's a long trek. If you have any business you need to wrap up here, you'd better do it now.
A Vasterbone. Okay, I'll read this out here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vasterbone. I just wanted to say your voice is 1.5 times sexier than your face. Thought you were in your 20s, LOL. No, actually, yeah, I get that a lot. People think I sound a lot younger than I look, which I don't understand. Especially not considering I did spend a lot of years as a smoker, and it kind of did destroy my voice a little bit.
The deep roads there will be nice and virginal, ready for a good deflowering.
Now there's an interesting image.
It'll take a week for us to get to the depth we need. There are bound to be leftover darkspawn from the Blight.
Ouch, about 40.
Big rewards.
Painful. But Vasterbone, seriously, thank you for the $5. It is very much appreciated.
Risks? Rewards? What could be better?
Exactly. Now, before wait, who invited the old woman?
I'm sorry to interrupt, SidAlpha, but I need to speak with my children.
Mother,
Oh no, she dropped her pancake.
I just want to know one thing. Are you planning on taking Bethany with you?
Oh wait, no, if I take Bethany with me, she dies.
I don't really need her along.
No, I can't stay here. Without you, the Templars will surely find me.
Bethany, please.
That's right, Bethany dies if I take her with me, so I'm not going to take her.
Bear it if something happened.
Well, you're not going to be able to take everyone anyhow. You'll need to decide.
Who am I taking with me? Let's see. We got the Were archetype. We do need a mage that's not Bethany, which means I'm going to take Anders because I think he's slightly less irritating than Meryl. And let's see. We got Varric already. Aveline. Because screw Fenris.
Oh, thank the Maker. Are you sure about this, sis? I hope you're not just trying to protect me.
Trust me, this is no picnic. I'd stay if I could.
Fair enough. I hope you're right.
Just saved your life.
Personal drama over with? Now let's get underway.
Been a long time coming, eh, brother?
That it has. The deep roads await!
Okay, I have to read this out. Avasterbone donated an additional $5. Thank you, Avasterbone. I'll have to wait until after Cassandra shuts up.
But you claim this wasn't the case. The champion just happened to have dealings with the Canary, join forces with a blood mage, a rebel warden, and for what? Coin?
Maybe it's not as simple as you imagine, Seeker.
Simple? Do I need to remind you what your friends did? Do I need to tell you how many lives have been lost? How many more will be lost? You cannot sit there and tell me she is innocent.
I don't know if innocent is the right word exactly.
She must have known. Somehow the champion knew what was down there. That's why she wanted to join your expedition.
No.
It's true. If she stopped dressing like a mage and carrying around a mage's staff through town, she probably would have been a little bit more inconspicuous.
Then tell me your version of what happened on this expedition.
Well, we entered
The next voice of 007, you know, I would be perfectly fine with that.
get very far.
I'd have to work out extremely hard to get into shape. But yeah, I'd do it if someone wanted to make me 007.
There's been a collapse. The way forward is blocked.
What? Is there some way around?
Not that I've been able to find.
Okay, I'll go ahead and read out Avasterbone's message in a sultry voice as best as I'm able. Also, love your content. Very underrated creator. I was honored when you used screenshots of my tweets in that one video. I'm a pulling Alex Maurer and DMCA you. How was that? Good? We good?
Problems, brother?
Starting deep roads? Who knows how long it'll take to clear the path?
Shall we not try to find a way around instead? Seems like the logical choice.
You think I'm an idiot, Varric? The scouts say the side passages are too dangerous.
See? This is why you bring someone like me along.
We'll take a look. If we come running back, screaming, you'll know staying put was the right decision.
Okay, so Kooky 2K2, thank you for the $5. Okay, say this in a soft, sultry voice. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up. Yum.
I fear my boy Sandal wandered off. He's somewhere in those passages right now. I beg you, keep an eye out for him. He just doesn't understand danger like he should.
Well, thank you guys. I do appreciate it.
What are his chances?
My boy is sturdier than you think. If he has one of his enchantments with him, he'll survive. He's burned down a house twice by accident. I'm more worried about him getting lost. Oh, my poor boy.
When did you last see him?
Not a half hour ago. I turned my back to hand out rations and he was gone. He gets so easily distracted. Oh, I should have been harsher with my warnings.
We'll bring him back in one piece. Or maybe two. Hard to say, really.
Poor Sandal. I can't believe he's done this.
Let's move quickly, then.
I love what Sandal does in this. I recall this very well.
It's official. My ancestors were completely crazy.
Oh god. Okay, a Vasterbone donated another $6.69. Say this in a gay voice. Let's see. Define a... I'm guessing you want something flamboyantly over the top and soft. Okay, so... Do you have family or are you a single? Have you ever cheated with Leonard French? What if you sued Alex? Her DMCA'd word. I slurred the hell out of that, but it should work. You guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you all. Oh, there was actually a question there. I have a daughter. I am single. Single. I'm single as in unmarried. Have you ever chatted with Leonard French? Yes, actually quite often. Would you have sued Alex if her DMCA worked? Absolutely. Not a doubt in my mind. No, I am technically seeing someone now. But no, I'm not married. Never have been. Oh, I suppose I should level up Anders. He's got, wow, 7 points. Okay. Vengeance, Arcane, Spirit, Primal, Elemental. We're going to go with Arcane. There we go. What would I gain if I sued Alex Maurer? I wouldn't gain anything. But it would help to set another legal precedent when it comes to the DMCA system.
That's not really my thing.
Damn it!
Darkspawn ahead. I can still sense them.
If I ever become a big YouTuber and somebody asks me, where did you start getting into YouTube? I'll have a simple response. Oh, thank you. That response obviously would be Nostalgia Critic. I mean, that's fair enough. You think I'm wrong about the Technomancer. I mean, if you enjoy the game, go right ahead and enjoy it. I'm not the type of person who would sit there and say, no, you're having fun wrong. That's just not how it works. Pan, you really need to stop dropping your pancakes. Okay. Future workers could be collected up, though. Imigos would be in a better position to capitalize on that. Yeah. Any lean or hold put on... oh, yeah, there's a... We're going to go down here first and get into an ambusha. Really need to gain a level with him. This is getting irritating. Sid would, in theory, lose because he'd have to more than likely not provide any of the coverage as a third party. I mean, I don't see why I'd have to stop talking about it. Ooh. You're all having fun wrong. Oh, this is a little touchy here. This monster spider is very monstrous.
You do get results, don't you?
Oh, the scan thing with the ship where the Reapers could find you? Yeah. The scan stuff, meh. Cast Kids, Portable Anvil. Let's see, there's a way in there. Hmm.
Well, I'll be a Nug's uncle. Isn't that Bodan's boy?
He's just standing there scratching his butt.
Hello? Talk about dumb luck.
I'd really like to know how you managed to kill all of them.
Boom.
Boom.
And how did you do that?
Not enchantment.
Smart boy. Come on. We still need to find a way past that collapse.
I love that. Boom. There's got to be... I cannot remember how... Oh, I think there's a little side mission you have to unlock. For that. My favorite video game character in any game. Femshep, actually. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? There we go. Oh, well, they just run all over the place. Okay, guys, it looks like I'm losing my internet stability here, so I'm probably going to... Oh, you think we're good? It doesn't look like we're good. I'm losing all kinds of frame packets. So if you can hear me all right... Yeah, if you can hear me okay, we're going to go ahead and call the stream. We're going... no, we have to call it. Yeah, we're going to have to call it the connection is garbage. So... Yeah, I'm just going to have to go ahead and cancel it, guys. So thanks for watching. Sorry about that. If you can hear me, we'll go ahead and just go to an exit screen.